ditch the daily grind and escape to the Himalayas.
Ooh, I like where this is going.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into a perfect day itinerary for Manali, India.
Awesome.
It's all about those must-do experiences, whether you're dreaming of a trip or actually planning one.
I love that. You know, what I find fascinating about this itinerary is how it balances those iconic tourist spots with experiences that really connect you with the local culture and the amazing nature of the region.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're kicking things off with a sunrise trek to the Jagini Waterfalls,
Oh, nice.
about 3 kilometers from Vashisht village. Why this trek? And why so early?
Okay, well, think about it. Starting your day with movement, being mindful, surrounded by apple orchards and pine forests, charming streams.
Yeah, I love that.
I mean, that's going to set a good tone for the rest of the day, right? Plus, you end up at these cascading Jagini waterfalls.
It's like straight out of a postcard, right?
Total Instagram gold.
Yeah, okay, I'm already picturing that photo up. But you know me, I'm all about the practicalities. What should our listener be packing for this trek?
Comfortable shoes,
Yeah.
super important. You don't want blisters slowing you down.
Yeah, good point.
And of course, water. Maybe some snacks. Keep that energy up.
Great point. Now, after all that, I see we're headed to Cafe 1947
Oh, yes.
for breakfast. What's the story with this place?
Cafe 1947 is practically an institution in Old Manali, one of the oldest riverside cafes.
Wow.
And it's not just about the food, though. Oh, the wood-fired pizzas and those fluffy pancakes are legendary.
Okay, now you're just teasing me.
But it's about that rustic charm. The gentle sounds of the river, starting your day with a sense of peace.
All right, you convinced me. But we can't stay too long because we've got a temple to visit, right? The Hidimba Devi Temple.
Right.
So what's so special about this particular temple?
Well, it's not just, a beautiful structure with its unique pagoda-style architecture.
Yeah.
Nestled in these cedar forests, it's dedicated to Hidimba. She's this powerful female figure from the epic Mahabharata.
Okay, yeah.
And her story is really interesting, this blend of mythology and love and kind of going against societal norms.
Wow, I had no idea. That definitely adds another layer to the experience.
Totally.
And I see there are rabbit and yak rides nearby. A little unexpected, but hey, why not?
It's those little touches that make a trip memorable, right? That blend of sacred and playful.
Absolutely. Now, from one temple to another, we're headed to the Manu Temple next.
All right.
What can our listener expect here?
So if the Hidimba Devi Temple is all about mythology and personal stories, the Manu Temple is more about, contemplating the bigger picture.
Interesting.
It's dedicated to sage Manu, who's believed to be the creator of mankind in Hindu mythology. This temple, it offers a really tranquil atmosphere and just breathtaking views of the valley.
So it's a chance to, take in the scenery and reflect a little.
Exactly. It's about finding those moments of stillness, amidst all the excitement of travel.
I love that. And to fuel up for the rest of our adventures, I see we're having lunch at Johnson's Cafe. Tell me more about this place.
Okay, so Johnson's Cafe. It's a Manali institution known for its European cuisine, but with a local twist. It's a great example of how, travel and globalization influence food,
Yeah.
You can have your creamy pasta and your trout fish, which is a regional specialty, all in one place.
Okay, I'm officially hungry, but hold the pasta for a bit because we're about to get our adrenaline pumping.
Oh, where are we headed?
Salang Valley. I hear this place is an adventurer's dream.
You heard right. Salang Valley offers, something for everybody.
Really?
Whether you're, a hardcore thrill seeker or just looking for some scenic fun.
So what kinds of activities are we talking about?
Well, it depends on the season. In the winter, it's all about skiing, snowboarding, snowmobiling.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
And in summer, you can paraglide, go zorbing, even try an ATV ride.
Wow, talk about options. But what if our listener's not quite up for a heart-stopping adventure?
No problem. There's always the ropeway ride. Gives you those breathtaking panoramic views of the valley and those surrounding peaks.
Okay, I love that. So there's something for everyone.
It's all about finding what resonates with you.
Exactly. And speaking of finding our pace, I see our next stop is all about relaxation.
Whew.
The Vashisht Hot Springs. What makes these hot springs so special?
These natural hot springs are known for their therapeutic properties.
Really?
It's a chance to just unwind, soak in that mineral-rich water, and let all that tension melt away.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
And right next to the springs, there's the Vashisht Temple, dedicated to sage Vashisht. Adds this layer of spiritual tranquility to the experience.
Okay, I'm feeling zen just thinking about it.
Yeah.
But eventually, even the most relaxed traveler gets hungry, right? So, Where are we headed for dinner?
Tonight, we're hitting up the legendary Lazy Dog Cafe in Old Manali.
Oh, I've heard good things about that place.
It's the perfect place to unwind after a long day. They've got live music, a cozy atmosphere, and a menu that's as diverse as Manali itself.
So what's on the menu? I'm intrigued.
Think like Thai curries, cell sling dishes, momos, signature cocktails, fresh fruit juices. Really, you can find just about anything to satisfy your cravings.
That sounds like the perfect blend of delicious food and vibrant energy. But wait, there's more, right?
There is.
What's the final stop on our perfect day?
After dinner, we're going to take a peaceful stroll through the charming lanes of Old Manali.
Ah, I like that.
Imagine those quaint shops selling woolen clothing and handicrafts, souvenirs, the cool evening breeze, and a sky full of stars.
Okay, that sounds like the perfect way to end a perfect day in Manali.
It's interesting, how this itinerary, it doesn't just list out activities, it's like it creates a whole narrative.
Yeah, I see what it means.
Starting with that invigorating connection with nature. Then you go into the history, mythology, experience, some adventure, thrills, and ultimately find that sense of peace, reflection. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's like a journey of self-discovery kind of woven into the day. And speaking of that connection with nature, I'm curious about your take on the Jogini waterfall trek. What makes that so special beyond, just a scenic hike?
Well, there's just something about being in nature, engaging all your senses. It really grounds you.
Yeah.
It's almost like a form of active meditation. And, research even shows that spending time in nature can actually reduce stress and improve mental well-being.
So it's not just about those amazing views, but the impact it has on us too,
Yes.
mentally and physically.
And that sets the tone for the whole day, right?
Yeah.
You're starting with this boost of energy. You have a clear mind, that sense of connection to the natural world.
And then we end up at that amazing breakfast.
Yes.
Cafe 1947. I'm loving this idea of those riverside views and wood-fire pizzas.
Oh, yeah. What's interesting about Cafe 1947 is that it's been a part of the Manali landscape for decades. It's not just a cafe, it's like a landmark. A place where locals and travelers have been sharing stories and experiences for years and years.
It's like stepping into a living piece of history almost.
Yeah, and the menu itself tells a story too, right? It's got that familiar comfort food, but with local flavors.
Yeah, that's so cool.
It speaks to how Manali itself has evolved, how it's embraced all these different influences while still keeping its own unique character.
Totally. And after that hearty breakfast, we're immersing ourselves in Manali's spiritual side, right?
Yes.
With the Hidimba Devi Temple. What stands out to you about this temple?
Well, the Hidimba Devi Temple, it's like a visual feast with all the intricate wood carvings and that distinctive pagoda-style architecture. But for me, it's the story behind the temple that's really captivating.
Yeah. I was particularly intrigued by the story of Hidimba herself.
Oh, yeah.
Can you remind our listener who she was and why her story is so significant?
Yeah, so Hidimba was this powerful demoness who fell in love with Bhima, one of the heroes of the Mahabharata. She basically defied societal norms and her own family to be with him.
Wow.
And her story is still celebrated, all these centuries later.
That's amazing. It's a story of love, courage, defying expectations. And I love that even within this sacred space, there's that touch of whimsy, with the rabbit and yak rides nearby.
It's a reminder that spirituality doesn't always have to be serious, right?
Yeah,
There's room for joy and playfulness, even in the most sacred spaces.
absolutely. And speaking of different vibes, the next temple, the Manu Temple, seems to offer a completely different experience. So what can our listener expect there?
Yeah, so while the Hidimba Devi Temple is nestled in the forest, the Manu Temple sits high up, offering these amazing panoramic views of the valley. And it's dedicated to Sage Manu, who's believed to be the creator of mankind in Hindu mythology.
So we're going from this temple that's steeped in mythology and, personal stories to one that really explores the very origins of humanity. That's quite a shift in perspective.
And it highlights the diversity of, spiritual beliefs and practices that you'll find in Manali. It's a place where ancient traditions exist right alongside modern life. And that creates a really unique energy.
It's all about expanding our horizons, right?
Exactly.
Now, to refuel after all that temple hopping, we're going to Johnson's Cafe for lunch.
Yes.
What makes this place a must-try?
Well, Johnson's Cafe is a great example of how local cuisine, evolves to incorporate global influences. It's known for its European dishes, but with this distinct Manali twist.
I'm especially curious about the trout fish,
Oh, yeah.
the regional specialty.
It's definitely worth trying, and don't forget about their creamy pasta dishes. They're a local favorite.
Okay, my stomach is officially rumbling. But after that delicious lunch, we're trading in those tranquil temple vibes for something a little bit more exhilarating.
Ooh, okay.
Salong Valley, here we come.
Salong Valley, yes.
Yeah,
It's an adventure playground.
it really is.
Whether you're into skiing, snowboarding, paragliding, or even zorbing, this place has got you covered.
It's incredible how one destination can, like, cater to such a diverse range of interests.
I know, right?
And for those who prefer, like, a more scenic, calm experience, there's always that ropeway ride.
Exactly. You get those breathtaking views of the valley and the peaks, but without, the adrenaline rush.
It's all about choosing your own adventure.
Exactly.
And speaking of choosing our adventure, the next stop on our itinerary is all about relaxation and rejuvenation.
Ah, yes.
Tell me more about the Vashisht Hot Springs.
These natural hot springs are like a gift from nature. The water, which is full of minerals, is said to have therapeutic properties. Perfect for, soothing those tired muscles and easing stress.
Oh, it sounds like the perfect antidote to a day filled with exploring and adventure. And I love that there's a temple right next door, the Vashisht Temple. It adds like a spiritual dimension to the experience.
It's a reminder that well-being is not just about the physical body.
Right.
It's also about nurturing your mind and spirit.
I'm starting to think that we should add an extra day to this itinerary just to like fully soak in those hot springs.
You might be right.
But eventually, even the most relaxed traveler, they get hungry.
Of course.
Where are we headed for dinner?
Okay, so tonight we're experiencing the legendary Lazy Dog Cafe in Old Manali.
Ooh, nice.
It's more than just a place to eat, it's like a whole vibe.
Oh, yeah.
Live music, cozy ambiance, and the menu is as diverse as Manali itself.
Okay, I'm sold. What are we feasting on tonight? Give me some menu highlights.
Okay, so their Thai curries are incredibly flavorful. And they also have, sizzling ginches, momos, really something for every palate. And don't forget about their signature cocktails and fresh fruit juices.
It sounds like the perfect place to, like, unwind, enjoy good company, reflect on the day's adventures. But wait, there's one more stop on our itinerary, right?
Yes, after dinner, we're taking a peaceful stroll through the charming lanes of Old Manali.
I love that idea. Those quaint shops, the cool evening breeze, that starry sky above.
It's the perfect way to, really soak in the ambiance of Old Manali and bid farewell to this magical place.
It sounds like the perfect ending to a perfect day. But even though we've covered so much ground in this itinerary, it feels like we've only just scratched the surface of what Manali has to offer.
Yeah, it's amazing, right? It feels like we've been on this whirlwind tour of Manali, experiencing everything from those serene temples to those adrenaline-pumping adventures.
I know, it's incredible how one destination can offer such a diverse range of experiences,
Totally, and this itinerary we've been looking at, it really captures that, doesn't it?
It does. It's like a carefully curated recipe for, a truly immersive travel experience.
Yeah. I think what makes it so effective is that it guides you through like an actual journey, not just a list of attractions,
Yeah.
right? You start with that grounding connection with nature on the Jogini Waterfalls trek. Then you delve into history, mythology at the temples, experience that thrill of adventure in Salong Valley, and then finally find, that sense of peace and rejuvenation at the Vashisht Hot Springs.
It's like a microcosm almost of like the travel experience itself, but condensed into one perfect day.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though we've explored all these amazing places, I'm left, wanting more.
That's the beauty of a well-crafted itinerary, though, isn't it? It sparks your curiosity, leaves you, hungry for further exploration.
And that's what I hope our listener takes away from this deep dive, that sense of wonder,
Yeah.
that desire to discover not just the highlights, but the hidden gems, those unexpected encounters, the stories that, lie beneath the surface.
Exactly. It's about going beyond the tourist facade and really connecting with the heart and soul of a place.
Yeah.
And that connection, it doesn't have to be limited to those, exotic destinations. It's something we can cultivate in our everyday lives, right?
Absolutely. Think about it. The same principles apply, whether you're exploring a new city, trying a new restaurant, or even just, taking a different route on your morning walk. It's about approaching life with a sense of curiosity, openness, and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone.
I love that. So, as we wrap up this deep dive into a perfect day in Manali, I'm curious, what's the one thing you hope our listener will carry with them?
I hope they remember that travel, at its core, it's about transformation. It's about expanding your horizons, challenging your perspectives, and ultimately returning home with this renewed sense of self.
Beautifully said. And if this deep dive has sparked a desire to explore Manali or even just to, embrace that spirit of adventure in your own life, we encourage you to reach out, share your thoughts, your questions, your travel dreams.
Until then, keep exploring, keep discovering.